Guys, the grumpy Gran almost caught me. Watch this video until the end to save me. Hi, friends. Today we found ourselves in a creepy place, the house of a grumpy grandmother. She not only locked us in here, but also set up numerous obstacles. The house looks cozy at first glance, but every corner hides dangers. It reminds me of Granny's house, only this one is even scarier.
Hello, everyone! Yes, Labrador, this grandma is a real trickster. She not only locked us in the house, but also turned it into a real trap. Every step requires utmost caution, as something unexpected could be lurking around every corner. This place is definitely not for the faint of heart.
On this property, there's another equally creepy house. It seems Grandma decided to double our troubles. Both houses are full of terrifying challenges, and we'll have to go through them to escape. These houses remind me of the famous Granny house, where every sound can give away your location, and every room is full of surprises.
This grandma is the meanest in the world. She's not going to let us go easily. Even if we get out of the houses, we'll face a final battle with her. We need to be ready for this. She clearly knows how to make us run. Grandma is not just grumpy, she has incredible cunning and malice.
But despite all her tricks, we won't give up. Every step we take brings us closer to freedom. We know we can overcome any obstacles she has put in our way. The main thing is to stay calm and focused. This situation requires our maximum concentration.
You're right, Labrador. We've already been through a lot, and this challenge won't be an exception. We'll keep moving forward despite all difficulties. Grandma might be devious, but our determination is stronger. This house may be full of secrets, but we'll uncover them all.
There are many secrets in this house, but we as real sheriffs know how to find a way out of any situation. We'll use everything we find to escape and defeat Grandma. It won't be easy, but we're ready. The house resembles a labyrinth with many hideouts and hidden passages that we need to figure out.
Yes, this adventure will stay with us for a long time, but we know we can handle it. Let's go, friends! New challenges await us, and we're ready for them. Grandma thinks she can stop us, but she doesn't know who she's dealing with.
Grandma's house is full of old toys, strange paintings, and secret doors. It seems like it has a life of its own. Sometimes you can hear the floorboards creak or doors slam, even when no one is around. The atmosphere here is just creepy, making our task even more thrilling.
We must be careful because in this house, every little thing could be a trap. Maybe Grandma has hidden keys or clues that will help us escape. We need to stay alert and use all our skills to avoid getting caught.
Gran is not only smart, but also very fast. She can appear at any moment, and we'll have to react quickly. We need to work as a team, support each other, and not lose faith in our success. This adventure demands our utmost courage and resourcefulness.
Together, we can overcome all obstacles. Grandma may be dangerous, but she won't stop us. Guys, what do you think of this Grandma? She looks a bit creepy to me. Her head is very big, just like the house itself. Labrador, we've already made it quite far. Guys, make sure to subscribe and like.
Make sure to subscribe and like. The second house, like the first one on the property, seems to hold even more dangers. Grandma clearly won't let us go without a fight. This house has long corridors leading to locked doors, behind which the answers to our questions might be hidden.
How can someone even make such a scary house? I wouldn't live here for anything. Creaking floorboards, cold wind seeping through the cracks in the walls, and sudden sounds that make your heart race. But we both know that behind any door might be the key to our freedom.
While we are running away from these scary monsters, by the way, who are they? What do you think, friends? Write your opinions in the comments. I think they are zombies. What do you say, Dobie? You think they are children kidnapped by this old woman? Well, I don't know, maybe you're right, but I hope not.
What else is on the property of her house? I don't understand how she can live here. It's very scary. Really very scary. Every one of your views makes us braver, but still, we shouldn't overdo it, because after all, we are not supermen. Labrador, can you tell them a story where we acted like real superheroes?
In our cozy animal town, life was peaceful and calm until rumors about a strange grandmother began to spread. She was short, with gray hair, and always wore a huge cardigan she knitted herself. She was often seen walking around the streets, and at first glance, she seemed like a regular old lady. But soon, strange things started happening. Children playing in the park or on the playground began to disappear. At first, one or two kids went missing, causing concern among parents. But when the number of missing children increased, the town was gripped by real panic.
Labrador and I immediately knew we had to act fast. As we began our investigation, we noticed one detail. The strange grandmother was always near the places where children disappeared. It was like she was watching them. We decided to keep an eye on her. After a few days, we saw her approach children, offering them candy and inviting them to her house for knitting lessons. The kids, unsuspecting, gladly followed her.
The plan was simple. We needed to enter the house pretending to be regular visitors and free the children. Dobie and I put on everyday clothes and headed to the grandma's house. She greeted us with a smile and invited us in, not suspecting our real purpose. The house was filled with knitted items, scarves, hats, sweaters, even cat toys. But the scariest part was in another room. There, sitting at small tables, the children were knitting. Their faces were tired and sad, and they worked without stopping.
We knew we had to act quickly and carefully. Waiting for the moment when the grandma went to another room, we hurried to the children and started freeing them. They were scared, but when they saw us, they knew rescue was near. We led the children out of the house and hid them in a safe place nearby. Meanwhile, the grandma discovered they were missing and started to panic. She was running around the house trying to find them.
We called for backup, and when the grandma tried to escape, she was quickly apprehended. She was arrested and charged with kidnapping and exploiting children. It turned out she was using the children to create her knitted items, which she then sold. We were happy we could save the children and prevent further kidnappings.
The children were returned to their families, and the town became peaceful again. Parents were endlessly grateful to us for saving their children. This incident showed that even behind the appearance of a harmless old lady, real danger could be lurking. We must always be vigilant and ready to protect our town from any threat.
This story was an important lesson for us. We realized that you can't always judge a person by their appearance. The children quickly recovered and returned to their normal lives. Now we continue to patrol the town to make sure something like this never happens again. We have increased security and pay more attention to all new residents.
The town returned to its usual life. The residents felt safe again, knowing we were always on guard. We continue our work, doing everything possible to make every resident feel protected. This story will remain in our memory as an example of how courage and determination can overcome any danger.
There's another very secret story, just for you friends. Last year, New Year's was nothing like we expected. We were all waiting for Father Frost with his gifts and joy. But instead, on the horizon appeared Granny Frost. At first, she seemed just as kind as her predecessor, but soon we noticed some strange things.
Yes, Labrador, this Granny Frost didn't bring joy. She took it away. She went from house to house collecting candies and sweets, and the gifts she brought were either broken or completely different from what the children had expected. She said she was doing this because she wanted to feel important, but her actions only caused pain.
We noticed something was off when we saw her enter one house and take all the candies off the tree. That was suspicious, and we realized we had to act. We started keeping an eye on her to figure out what she was up to.
Yes, we set a trap. We put some sweets on the table and left a few candies under the tree to lure her in. And sure enough, she came, and we caught her. She was surprised when we grabbed her, but then she told us everything.
It turned out Granny Frost used to be Father Frost. She had lost her magic, and to feel important again, she decided to take away joy from people, not realizing that it was wrong. She thought this would help her regain her power.
We explained to her that real magic isn't about taking from others, but about giving joy. We told her how Father Frost brings happiness to children, and Granny Frost could help decorate homes and make gifts with her own hands. Instead of destroying, she could create.
After that, she changed. We helped her regain her magic, but not the old magic of taking, but the new magic of giving joy. Granny Frost started making toys for children, helping decorate Christmas trees, and even organizing parties for everyone.
Now, New Year's became a holiday for all. Granny Frost no longer took joy. She made it available to everyone. Together with Father Frost and Granny Frost, we created the most magical New Year anyone could ever imagine.
And so, our adventure in the house of that wicked grandma has come to an end. We managed to get through all her traps and finally find the way out. It was tough, but with your support and our strength, we made it.
Yes, Labrador, it was a real challenge, but as always, we didn't give up. Thanks to everyone who was with us. We proved that with teamwork and determination, we can overcome any obstacle. And the grandma, she just couldn't stop us. Hi, friends. Today we're going to try to escape from an evil dog in Roblox. It's right behind us, but it seems to be sleeping. So for now, we're safe.
Hi everyone! Not only do we have challenges ahead, but also boss battles. By the way, if you know the name of this dog, let us know in the comments.
Sheriff Labrador, what if we jump on her belly?
Let's do it, but be ready in case she wakes up, don't worry.
I think she's stuffed and watched TV all night.
Yeah, looks like we need to crawl through the vents. But there's parkour ahead. Good thing I did that back in school.
Oh no, you accidentally broke her mom's vase. Looks like she's sleeping soundly. Hope she won't notice when she wakes up.
Let's quickly pass through and slip away. Oh, here's a huge room. See those metal platforms? We need to press a button.
I wonder why this dog created all these challenges. I don't think she could handle them herself, although they could be useful for maintaining health.
Wow, it's a rope bridge. I used to ride one of those when I was a kid. Maybe she built all these obstacles so no one could disturb her sleep. But here we are, trying to escape from her. Strange that she kidnapped us. Look, she has a family. Why can't we see them? And who's the guy in the picture on the left? Looks like Tom's friend.
I have a theory. We've entered a world of talking animals. Maybe this is hell because no one wants to be forced to talk, especially about things they don't want to.
Probably. She built all these trials to avoid the fate of endless conversations. Now we need to find the others and figure out why we were kidnapped.
Maybe they kidnapped us so we'd replace them in conversations and they could be free? Or maybe they feed on other animals and that gives them the ability to talk? Or maybe they're just a little crazy. We need to focus on getting out of here and figuring out what's going on.
We need to crawl through the vents. It's the way to the next location. Hopefully we'll meet some new characters.
Look, it's Talking Tom!
Oh, he fell!
Get ready to run.
I don't think he has good intentions. Have you ever seen Tom with red eyes? He looks like he's ready to crush us like pancakes. Looks like he's about to start shooting lasers.
What if he can do more than just talk? We'll need superpowers to apprehend the suspects.
Why is he hiding around the corner? Did he think we couldn't see him?
Maybe he's a little dumb or just sleepy and disoriented.
He has funny little teeth like a baby. You know, he even seems a little cute to me.
Oh, looks like you like all of this. Hope you don't start turning into one of them. Are you in a trance or something?
I don't know. Hope I'm not getting absorbed by this atmosphere. If something happens, let me know.
Of course, let's go through the vent. We've already dealt with Tom. Let's see who's ahead. Looks like a kid's room.
Maybe it's Ben's room?
You're right, it's a girl. I wonder what her name is and if she's facing the same problem as Ben.
While you were talking, we're already in her paws. Why did we get teleported back? I don't think she's as evil as Tom.
I think so too. If she wanted to bite us, she would have gotten out through the bars. There are huge gaps in them.
Oh, her name is Lily. Strange that there's no room for her brother. Why are they separated like that? Let us know in the comments if you have a brother or sister and live in the same room.
What if something happened to her brother? Maybe that's why everyone went crazy and thinks we killed him.
Dobie, you're daydreaming again. It's distracting us from our main goal. I don't think it's as scary as you think.
We're in the central ventilation system that provides oxygen to the entire complex. I wonder what we can leave as a souvenir here.
It was an ordinary night when Dobie and I were patrolling the city of animals. Nothing unusual until a strange light appeared in the sky. It was pulsing, changing colors, and moving like it was alive. I immediately realized it wasn't a meteor or a regular drone. We decided to approach it. When we got to the deserted park, the light grew brighter and descended right in front of us. We stopped, turned on the sirens, and began observing. And then, from that light, dogs began to emerge.
I thought it was some kind of illusion, but no, these dogs look nothing like us. They were large, with bright, almost glowing eyes. Some of them wore metal collars, which were clearly more than just decorations. I felt something stir inside me. It was like encountering something completely different. They approached us confidently, as if they knew exactly what they were doing.
They didn't look like ordinary dogs. Their behavior was calm but determined, and their eyes held such confidence that it was immediately clear. They weren't random visitors. One of the dogs, who seemed to be the leader, stepped forward and stood on its hind legs. It looked at us, and we realized that it wasn't just trying to scare us, it was trying to communicate. It began explaining that they came from another world, where everything is the opposite. There, dogs are the rulers, and humans are the pets.
I couldn't believe my ears. It felt like something out of a science fiction movie. These dogs claimed that their civilization was much older and more advanced than ours. They traveled between worlds, and now that they had found ours, they wanted to propose an exchange. We, the dogs, should become pets in their world, and they would become the masters in ours. And to do this, they were willing to use their technology to move us there.
I was stunned. We, the dogs, would become pets, and these creatures, strange as it sounded, would take our place. But their confidence in this proposal was so strong that there was no point in doubting. They said their world was one of harmony and order, where dogs rule and humans serve as pets. I felt that this wasn't just a random appearance of aliens. It was a proposal that could change everything.
I kept trying to wrap my head around what they were offering us. Exchange. It wasn't just a word. It meant that our world would change forever. We could try living on the other side, in their world, where dogs were rulers and humans were our pets. We could experience a life we'd never known and see how everything worked there. But I also realized that if we agreed, we would never return.
We were faced with this choice: exchange worlds, become pets in another world, or stay in ours. But knowing that would mark the end of ordinary life. I didn't know what to do, but in their eyes, I saw sincerity. This was more than just an offer. It was an opportunity. We could change not just our lives, but also understand what it meant to be part of another reality.
When they offered to use their technology to travel between worlds, I felt my heart race. It seemed unbelievable, but the thought that we could become part of their world was inevitable. Dogs ruling humans. Life in another world. I didn't know what awaited us, but I was sure of one thing. From this moment on, everything would change.
The day Dobie and I received the call, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. We were patrolling the streets of Animal Town, as usual, when our radar beeped. It was an emergency call, and when we heard what was happening, I felt my heart race. Something terrible was approaching. An evil scientist, known for his bizarre inventions, was threatening to launch a machine that could turn rain into a shower of sweet candy. It seemed harmless. What could be wrong with candy rain? But we knew the consequences could be catastrophic.
As soon as we heard about the scientist's plan, we knew exactly what was at stake. Candy rain wasn't just a fun prank. Sheriff and I knew that too much sugar was a serious threat. If this rain actually fell, all the kids would get toothaches. But it wasn't just that. We all know how hard it is to control the urge to eat a candy. What if there were too many of them? It could lead to severe dental issues and even health problems. We had to act fast.
We sped through the city, and with each passing kilometer, the sense of urgency grew. The scientist, as always, couldn't just leave people alone. He was insanely confident in his plan and didn't think about the consequences. In his lab, a massive machine was already prepared to launch the candy rain.
When we got to the location, everything was ready. The scientist was standing by his machine, surrounded by a tangle of wires and mechanisms that clearly didn't look safe. We immediately realized that time was running out. The machine had already started launching the first candies into the air. They were falling with great speed, like rain, but instead of water, it was caramel, chocolate.
Well, here we are. Behind this door, we've got the map's final boss waiting for us, and it looks like we were wrong. This isn't just any boss. It's a giant robot named Ben. Let's try shooting him right in the teeth. I'm aiming for his legs. Maybe that's his weak spot and he'll fall.
Wow! Ben turned out to be a real coward. Instead of fighting, he just built a giant robot.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he were sitting in a chair right now, sipping coffee and watching a movie. I hope it's not alcohol, though.
And he's probably watching football while we're attacking him. This is so unfair. When we got to the location, everything was ready. The scientist was standing by his machine, surrounded by a tangle of wires and mechanisms that clearly didn't look safe. We immediately realized that time was running out. The machine had already started launching the first candies into the air. They were falling with great speed, like rain, but instead of water, it was caramel, chocolate, and lollipops. I quickly assessed the situation. If we didn't intervene, tomorrow all the kids would be in trouble. As soon as we turned off the machine, the sweet rain stopped.
Wow, we won! Don't forget to congratulate us in the comments, but it's time to leave this crazy world of talking animals.
Well, I guess it's time to say goodbye. Hope you enjoyed our escape from the talking animals.
Yeah, don't forget to leave comments, like, and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us. Also, check out our other videos and let us know what you'd like to see next. Time to move on. Let's go to new adventures. Wait, what's going on over there? I hope that's not a giant ginger robot. Or Angela. Bye. Guys, please watch till the end so this evil grandma doesn't catch us. Hello, everyone. This is Sheriff Labrador.
Guess who we're running from today?
Yes, I'm not alone. Dobie is with me. We're trapped in the house of an evil grandmother, and our goal is to escape. We need to be quiet so we don't wake her up, but it won't be easy.
You think she's just an old granny? But that's not the case. You should see what she's done to this house. Grandma has set up real challenges in her home.
She hated her grandchildren and decided to feed them cookies until they popped like balloons. But we managed to save them, and today we will stop her evil.
Let's start the escape. Oh, look, it's a photo of that old man we already ran away from. Looks like they're married.
Oh no, I hope she doesn't wake up. I remember how we escaped from that old man. Be sure to watch it on our WoW channel.
Looks like this valve leads to the attic. I hope Grandma doesn't catch us here. Oh, she even set up mines. Why do you think this old woman locked us in a cage?
She probably loves cats. There are pictures of them hanging around, though all grandmas love cats. Maybe she wanted to make soup out of us.
Look, we're high up, and there are spikes below us.
I hope we don't fall right into Grandma's mouth when we get out of the vent.
Me too. It would be tragic if she ate us right away.
There's a lot of dust in the vent. It's annoying me.
Oh, look, Grandma is right in front of us. I hope she doesn't wake up.
Let's jump on her stomach. Oh, unexpectedly, she didn't notice us.
Look, teeth in a jar. Ew, that's disgusting.
We need to hurry before she wakes up. She's running right after us.
Oh no, green snotty cookies. Better not step on them. She even farts. She might grab our tails. Look, a red button. We need to press it quickly.
This button opened a passage. Let's run there before Grandma catches us.
Look, Grandma turned red. We need to jump next to her.
Now she doesn't even pay attention to us.
There are a lot of cookies here. I was right. She loves cookies.
The evil grandma is so clumsy she even dropped a glass of milk.
She forgot about us. She's not even trying to catch us. Oh, look, a huge fan that will lift us up. There are traps along the way, but we won't give up.
We'll easily overcome them. I completely agree with you, Dobie. There are no obstacles we can't overcome.
Oh, we almost fell back. We need to be more careful.
Hooray, we overcame the traps.
Don't celebrate too early. Let's see what's behind the door.
Look, we're in some kind of dungeon.
Let's jump on these geysers. I think they'll help us move forward.
Hey, Dobie, don't you think it's getting too hot in here?
Yes, it's very hot here. Let's get out of here quickly and have some ice cream.
Whew, the board broke under us. I hope it doesn't happen again.
Look, a vent. I think we should climb into it.
The vent is dusty again. I hope there are no spiders here.
I wouldn't want to see a giant spider.
Oh no, we fell into the room where Grandma knits.
I hope we don't meet her here.
I wouldn't want her to knit a scarf out of us. Listen, something's rolling. A giant ball of yarn.
We didn't make it to the safe place. I hope we'll be luckier next time.
It's convenient that there are holes in the walls here. Otherwise, we would have been crushed long ago.
I see the exit. We can tell some interesting stories because a battle with Grandma awaits us ahead.
Once, in one of the neighboring districts, strange things began happening. At first, it seemed like an ordinary event. Rumors started spreading about an old woman who had settled at the edge of the town. She looked perfectly normal. Gray hair, glasses on her nose, and a hooked nose, just like any other grandmother. But as the days went by, people started noticing odd things. She never talked to anyone, and the children who went into her house started disappearing. Parents were in a panic, but no one could figure out what was going on.
Sheriff Labrador and I decided to investigate. At first, we thought it was just rumors and overreactions. But when we peeked inside this grandmother's house, we discovered something inexplicable. In one corner, there were strange potions. In another, books on magic. And on the walls were portraits of children who clearly had stopped growing. We quickly realized that she was no ordinary grandmother. In fact, she was a witch who used her charm and disguise to lure children into traps.
We began keeping an eye on her. She hid her true nature by pretending to be a kind old lady, but as soon as children entered her house, she used spells to turn them into statues made of cotton. In this place, they became useless toys, which she could display in her shop window or use for her dark rituals. The more we investigated, the more oddities we uncovered. The grandmother witch was a master of transformations, and her powers were dangerous for the entire town.
Once we learned about her sinister plans, We had to come up with a way to stop her without putting the children at risk. We decided to sneak into her house at night when she would be sleeping. While Labrador distracted her, I found a hidden passage that led straight to her basement. There, I discovered a magical circle that was being used for the transformations. We realized that to stop her spells from working, we needed to destroy the circle and reverse everything.
While Dobie figured out how to destroy the circle, I kept the witch occupied. She didn't immediately realize that we had uncovered her. But as soon as she did, her face turned sinister. The grandmother started transforming. Her body became more twisted, and her eyes filled with bright yellow light. We knew we had to act fast, or she might regain control of the town.
Time was running out. I rushed to the magical circle and, using everything I knew about magic, managed to destroy it. As soon as the circle was destroyed, the witch screamed and tried to break free, but her power was weakened. All the transformed children returned to their normal forms, and she herself turned to ash, disappearing into the air. We were in shock at how close we had come to a disaster.
Once everything was over, we returned the children to their parents, and everyone breathed a sigh of relief. But we knew that there could be other dark forces lurking under disguises in our town. We decided to stay even more alert and prepared for such events. After all, we must always protect our citizens from such dangers.
This case was a real lesson for us. It reminded us that the world can be full of hidden and dark threats, and we must be ready for any surprises. Labrador and I promised ourselves to always stand guard and protect our town from any evil creatures that may threaten it.
Another mega cool story. It all started when a strange pizzeria appeared on the outskirts of town. At first, it seemed like just another ordinary place. But as soon as Dobie and I started patrolling the area, we immediately felt something was off. People who entered the pizzeria came out with huge smiles on their faces. But what caught our attention was that they were literally swelling up before our eyes, becoming more and more round.
Labrador and I decided to find out what was going on. Soon we discovered that this pizzeria didn't belong to ordinary people, but to cyber robots disguised as grandmothers. These robots were programmed to feed anyone who fell into their trap with a special meal. But the food they served wasn't just delicious. It started filling people's stomachs with air, making them swell up like balloons.
All this time, Dobie and I couldn't understand what kind of technology was behind these strange robots. We started observing them and soon realized that these cyber grandmothers were designed to lure townspeople into a trap. Every time someone ate their pizza, the cyber grandmothers used hidden mechanisms to fill their bellies with air, causing them to expand to enormous sizes. And strangely, no one could stop themselves. Eventually, they would just pop like balloons.
Labrador and I started planning how to stop this horrible machine. We realized that if we didn't intervene right away, the whole town could turn into one giant bubble that couldn't withstand the pressure. To stop it, we needed to break into the pizzeria and destroy the main source of this evil plot. We knew the cyber grandmothers would be guarding the place with incredible strength, but we couldn't let this threat continue.
Once we snuck inside the pizzeria, we saw the main cyber robot, the grandmother, standing at the counter, serving food to the customers. We immediately knew she had to be destroyed to end this. But as soon as we got closer, she started making strange noises, and her metal parts began moving like a real robot. That's when we realized she wasn't just serving food. She was also activating a hidden mechanism that accelerated the inflation process.
It wasn't an easy task. I noticed an old, eerie computer near the pizzeria, which seemed to control all the cyber robots. Labrador and I decided the best way to win was to destroy the system controlling them. I ran over to the computer and, with the help of an old hacker tool, managed to shut off the power. At that moment, all the robots lost control, and they could no longer serve the food that caused people to inflate.
Once we disabled the main power source of these evil robots, the whole pizzeria fell silent, and the townspeople started returning to their normal sizes. Those who were on the verge of bursting began to feel fine, and their former shapes returned. In the end, we were able to restore order to the town. The cyber grandmothers no longer posed a threat to our world. But we knew this story wasn't over, and we had to be ready for new threats that could come from the most unexpected corners.
And that's how this tough battle with the cyber grandmothers came to an end. Labrador and I knew we couldn't stop there. we kept patrolling the streets of the town because in the world of animals, there's always room for new dangers. But this time, we managed to win. Our town was safe again, and all the residents could breathe easy, knowing we're always on guard.
We managed to get through and escape from that evil grandma. Thanks for watching till the end. But this isn't over yet. There's another mode ahead. Let's go. Guys, help us! Quickly like the video, leave a comment, and watch it until the end, or we might fall straight into the lava.
Hello, everyone! Imagine you're stuck in an abandoned pizzeria where danger lurks at every turn. The main goal is to escape this creepy place. But be careful. The terrifying chef Papa Pizza is on your trail, cooking up his horrible dishes from human parts. Yes, you heard that right. This will be a true test of your agility and wits.
Welcome to our channel, friends. It's your sheriff's Labrador and my trusty partner Dobie, back with you again. Today we have something special. We are embarking on an exciting adventure in a Roblox mode called Escape from Papa Pizza's Pizzeria. Dobie, tell everyone what challenges they'll face.
Oh yes, guys. You'll face puzzles, traps, and the need to quickly run away from this crazy chef. But don't worry, Labrador and I will be there to help you every step of the way.
Ready for an incredible adventure? Then get comfortable, gather your courage, and let's see if we can escape Papa Pizza's Pizzeria together.
Oh no, Labrador, where's the light? It seems Papa Pizza is after us. Hide, Labrador. We need to act quickly and precisely because Papa Pizza is right on our heels.
Oh, guys, he's right behind us. Do you see those scary eyes and that creepy apron? Papa Pizza is cooking his horrible dishes and wants to add us to the menu. We need to find a way out urgently.
Exactly, Labrador. Listen carefully, guys. To save ourselves, we need to find a hole in the floor and jump into it. It's our only chance to escape this crazy chef. Let's move quickly. We don't have much time.
We did it, guys. We're safe for now, but stay alert. There are always new challenges ahead in this game.
Thanks for being with us, and until the next adventure. Whew, that was scary, but we made it. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and leave comments about what modes you'd like to see next. And now we are...
Yes, in the stinky sewers. Oh, the smell here is terrible. But we have no choice, guys. To get out of here, we need to climb through a hatch. The problem is, Papa Pizza is waiting for us up there.
Exactly, Labrador. The hatch leads directly to the bathroom, and Papa Pizza is already there, ready to catch us. But we have a plan. First, we need to find the hatch and climb up carefully. Then we'll try to outsmart him.
I see the hatch ahead. Be careful and watch your step to avoid traps. Dobie, do you think we can outsmart Papa Pizza?
Of course, Labrador. We need to be smarter and faster. Guys, as soon as we climb through the hatch, be ready to act quickly. We need to figure out how to bypass Papa Pizza and escape.
Let's try. Here's the hatch. I see it. Is everyone ready? Climb carefully and quietly. Just like that. We're almost there.
Oh no, he's here! Run, guys, faster! We need to find a way out of this bathroom and avoid Papa Pizza. Labrador, where to next?
We got through that scary web. But how did Papa Pizza turn into Papa Spider? Oh no, we stepped on a spike. We'll have to start over.
Now we're navigating through a spiked trap. We have to be very careful not to get caught in them.
Yes, Dobie, this is definitely not a place you want to get stuck. Watch your step, guys, and stay away from those menacing spikes. We can handle this together. Stay close.
After this trap, another challenge awaits us. We'll have to do parkour over old pipes that could collapse at any moment. Be careful, guys, and help each other out.
Once this was an excellent establishment where all the animals of the city came for the best pizza. But something happened, and now Papa Pizza has closed his pizzeria and become incredibly evil. They say his secret recipe was stolen, and since then, he lost all interest in cooking. We're here to find out what happened and try to escape this creepy place.
Yes, Labrador, you're right. This place is filled with an atmosphere of eerie abandonment. Papa Pizza was famous for his recipes, but after the theft, he completely changed. Now the pizzeria is not a place of joy, but a labyrinth full of dangers. We must be careful. We just passed by the kitchen, and there was a huge pile of dough, as if Papa Pizza was trying to recreate his recipes, but failed. He couldn't make that magical pizza anymore.
We've seen how the pizzas turned into real traps. Remember that giant pizza that fell from the ceiling right in front of us? That's definitely not the pizza we're used to seeing. Papa Pizza has set up many traps here to make sure no one can escape. At one point, it seemed to me that he was wandering these corridors himself, guarding his lost empire.
Yes, this pizzeria has turned into a real nightmare. We went through the kitchen and there were pizzas with teeth. Something incredible. And those pizza boxes that open and try to grab you certainly don't add any confidence. Papa Pizza clearly doesn't want anyone to get out of here alive. His malice has soaked every corner of this place.
Now we've reached the main hall and everything is turned upside down. Broken tables and chairs, scattered ingredients. Everything indicates that a real chaos happened here. Papa Pizza, losing his secret recipe, transformed from a kind chef into a real monster. We have only one option left. Find a way out of this madness and try to restore the pizzeria's former glory.
I agree, Labrador. We've overcome many challenges, but the most important one is ahead. Papa Pizza may be evil, but we've proven time and again that we can handle any difficulties. Let's keep moving to escape this place and perhaps help Papa Pizza find his former self.
Friends, I want to share a very secret story with you. It all started when we received several strange reports from the residents. They claimed they had seen a living pizza that moved on its own and seemed to have its own plans. At first, we thought it was a joke, but when the number of reports increased, it became clear that something unusual was going on. Dobie and I decided to check out these reports and went to the location where the most calls were coming from.
When we arrived at the scene, we were greeted by frightened residents pointing to Papa Pizza's pizzeria. It looked normal, but something was off. We cautiously entered and immediately noticed unusual tomato sauce marks on the floor. We followed these marks and ended up in a storeroom where we were in for a real surprise. There was a huge living pizza moving around and making strange noises. We realized it wasn't just alive, but also aggressive.
It turned out that this living pizza was the result of an experiment gone wrong by Papa Pizza. He had wanted to create the most delicious and unique pizza in the world by adding rare ingredients and a special magical seasoning to his recipe. But something went wrong, and the pizza gained its own consciousness and the ability to move. Moreover, it decided that it could become the ruler of the city and take control. Dobie and I realized we needed to act quickly to stop it.
We began to devise a plan to neutralize the living pizza. It was important not only to stop it, but also to ensure that something like this wouldn't happen again. We remembered that the magical seasoning could be neutralized by adding certain ingredients to the pizza. In search of these ingredients, we turned to our friends in the city, and soon we had everything we needed. The hardest part was getting close to the pizza to add the ingredients, but our teamwork and determination helped us succeed.
After several attempts, we managed to neutralize the living pizza. It lost its movement and became just an ordinary pizza. We returned it to Papa Pizza and explained what had happened. He was shocked and promised not to use magical ingredients again. The city regained its peace, and all the residents were grateful for our rescue.
This story was an important lesson for us about how experiments can be dangerous if you don't know when to stop. We realized that our job is not just to protect the city from external threats, but also to prevent internal problems. From now on, we will always be more careful with any unusual events, so that such incidents won't happen again.
We finally made it out of that pizzeria. These challenges were pure hell. Pizzas with trap flavors, trampolines throwing us into endless nightmares. But now, even more adventures await us. The forest. And it seems Papa Pizza hasn't forgotten about us. He's still on our tail. We need to find a way out through these dark trees, or we'll end up in his clutches forever.
This forest is really creepy, Labrador. It's as dark as a basement, and I can hear something rustling in the bushes. We've survived the pizzeria traps, but this will be even harder. The key is finding those trash bins with fences. I'm sure that's our only chance to escape. We need to climb, jump, and then we'll be able to get away from Papa Pizza.
Do you hear that? It's him. Papa Pizza won't back down. He's chasing us, and we need to move fast. Those trash bins with fences are our way out. But no matter how hard we try, this forest feels endless. We'll have to jump and hope that the next trash bin is the one that will lead us out.
No shadow or sound will stop us, Labrador. We've already gone through the horrors of the pizzeria, so this forest is just another obstacle on the road to freedom. The key is not to lose our heads. We're almost there. Let's jump over the fence and break free from this forest like real sheriffs.
Here it is, the spot. We're at the last trash bin. This is our chance, Dobie. We need to jump straight into the darkness, but I believe there's an exit there. Let's go.
We did it, Labrador! Just a few more steps, and we're safe. Papa Pizza didn't catch us, which means we're free again. See you soon, friends.
Here we are, friends. The pizzeria is behind us, and the forest too. We've gone through all these trials, and despite Papa Pizza trying to catch us, we broke free. I hope you enjoyed our adventure and didn't forget about us while we were running away from that giant pizza. Hi, friends. Welcome to our new video on Roblox. Today we're exploring the exciting game, Escape from Baby Bobby's Kindergarten, Obby Mode.
Hi, Labrador! Hi, everyone! We're in for a real endurance test!
I'm Sheriff Labrador, and this is my trusty partner, Sheriff Dobie. We're going to show you how to escape the most guarded kindergarten in the world. Hi, Dobie. Dare Garden, Obby Mode.
This kindergarten is something special. We'll face plenty of obstacles and traps, not to mention the terrifying giant baby that's patrolling the area.
That's right, and let's not forget about the super modern security systems that will try to stop us. We'll need to use all our skills to navigate jumps, avoid being chased, and even cross boiling magma.
Exactly! And at the end, there's going to be an epic battle with Baby Bobby himself. This will be an unforgettable adventure.
Whoa, did you see that scary face? That's the baby we need to escape from.
We need to defeat him to get out of here.
Dobby, look, that's his crib. We need to get through this parkour section to avoid running into the giant baby. Be careful. There are lots of traps here.
Got it, Labrador. Lasers, moving platforms, and even floating cubes. We need to be careful and precise.
Look, moving platforms ahead. Hold on, I'll jump to the first one. Ready? Ready. Jumping after you. Great. Hang on, Dobby. We're on the right track. Just remember, the baby could spot us at any moment. Look, Labrador. Magma below us. One wrong step and we'll be in trouble. Be careful.
Ooh, that was close. I almost fell, but I managed to grab on. Great job, Dobby. Keep up the pace.
We're almost halfway there, but there's another section with spinning blades ahead.
I see them, Labrador. We need to time our jump for when the blades are at a safe distance.
Look how creepy and beautiful it is here, guys. We're in a kindergarten. Have you ever seen anything like this at a kindergarten? As I understand it, this little baby Bobby has taken over this kindergarten and made it his home.
Baby Bobby is huge, and everyone was scared and ran away. But today, Labrador and I are taking the kindergarten back for everyone. We'll have to defeat Baby Bobby in his challenges. Even though he's small, he's really smart, and he's definitely got something planned.
Dobby and I just conquered one of the toughest parkour sections in this mode, but the scariest part is yet to come. We need to crawl through this ventilation shaft without waking Bobby up. It looks like he's sleeping in his bedroom, and if we make any noise, it's all going to reset. So we need to act like real spies.
Yeah, Labrador, I'm even afraid to breathe. We're so close, but if Bobby wakes up, we'll have to do another parkour section and face a ton of nasty surprises.
We woke him up. Look, he's up and rushing right toward us. We need to think fast, or he's going to turn us into his toys.
Labrador, let's run to that huge toy maze. He won't be able to catch us quickly with all those obstacles.
Great plan. Let's go faster. We need to slip between those giant blocks and soft teddy bears. You go first. I'll follow you.
I'm already in the maze. It really slows him down. Labrador, look ahead. There's a big slide. If we slide down, we'll have a chance to break free.
I see it. Let's go faster. Sliding down now. He's still at the other end of the maze. We have time.
Wow, that was awesome, but he's still right behind us. Look, ahead. There's a play area with lots of stuffed animals.
Yes! We outran him. Look at him. He's so cute. He's crying because he couldn't catch us. He wanted to play tag with us, but he lost. And now he's crying. I don't know why, but I really feel sorry for him now. He's still just a baby, even though he's super smart and super big. Ahead, there's another ventilation shaft. Where is it going to lead us this time? Ouch! Dobby, are you okay? We landed right in the belly of this giant baby.
Yeah, Labrador, I'm okay, but we need to get out of here as soon as possible. We're surrounded by stomach acids and food. We have to move fast.
I agree. Look, there's a tunnel ahead. Maybe it leads to his esophagus. If we can get through it, we might have a chance to escape.
Good idea. Let's move carefully so we don't slip. Stay close, Labrador. It could be slippery here.
I see the tunnel. It's narrow, but we can definitely make it through. Let's go one at a time. I'll go first.
All right, I'm right behind you. It's dark and damp here. Stay alert. We're almost halfway.
Dobby, look, there's light ahead. It looks like the exit. We need to hurry.
Labrador, that's definitely the exit. Let's go faster before he swallows us again.
One day, something terrifying happened in our town. The evil villain we had been chasing for a long time decided to poison our friend, Sheriff Papillion. He hid a dangerous substance in a lollipop and planned to give it to her so she wouldn't be able to continue her work. Papillion was the town's favorite, and everyone was worried about her. Dobie and I realized that if we didn't act quickly, the consequences would be disastrous. However, this villain was sly and very tricky. We needed to come up with something special.
We immediately remembered a new technology developed by the scientists of the Animal Town. It was a special device that allowed us to shrink down to the size of ants. This technology had already been tested, and we decided it was the key to solving the problem. Dobie and I went through several preparation steps and activated the device. In an instant, we shrank to tiny sizes to get to the place where the villain had hidden the poisoned lollipop.
And when we became small, the world around us changed. Every object that we knew now seemed gigantic. Dobie and I moved quickly despite our size, and soon we reached the place where the villain had hidden the lollipop. We had to be careful not to be spotted. But thanks to our new technology, we could use all the hiding spots and sneak into even the tiniest cracks.
We reached the lollipop and discovered that the villain had mixed a dangerous substance into it. Everything was at risk. We needed to act fast to stop Papillion from being poisoned. We carefully moved the lollipop to a safe place and neutralized it. When we returned to our normal size, we felt not only relief but also pride. We had saved Papillion.
When we returned to our normal size, Papillion didn't even suspect she had been in danger. We told her what had happened, and she was incredibly grateful for our help. The villain was caught and arrested, and the town could breathe a sigh of relief again. Dobie and I realized that sometimes, to defeat evil, you need to be not only fast and brave, but also smart, ready to use the latest technology for the good of our town.
Since then, I've always remembered how important it is to work together and use all available resources to protect those we love. And although size doesn't always matter, on that day, it played a crucial role.
Guys, there's a very secret story. Sheriff Papillon told no one to talk about it, but we'll tell you because you're our best friends. Our loyal friend and colleague, Sheriff Papillon, got into some real trouble. She was on an important mission, trying to uncover the case of a secret criminal organization. Everything was going well until something unexpected happened. Guys, we need to defeat this boss. How we'll do it? I'll continue telling the story about Papillon. Dobie, we need to find a weapon fast to deal with the boss. The RPG should help us take him down quickly.
Right, Labrador? Let's find it. Here it is. I've found the RPG. Now let's get ready for the battle.
There he is, the boss. Wait, no, that's not him. Those are clones of the giant baby. They're everywhere. We need to take each one down.
They're everywhere, Labrador. Be careful. We need to act accurately and quickly. I'm starting to fire. The first one's down, but there are so many. The second one's ready. Don't give up, Labrador.
They're advancing. Another one's down. Hold the line, Dobie. There are too many, but I'm sure we can handle it. Dobie, this feels like a nightmare. We're fighting these baby clones endlessly. They keep coming back, and we can't defeat them.
Yeah, Labrador, this is crazy. We shoot them down, they disappear, and a second later, they're right back in front of us. We need to find a way to stop this endless wave.
I don't understand how we got here. They're so persistent. It's like they were made for an infinite battle.
Congrats to everyone on the victory, but it's not over yet.
Dobie and I were patrolling the streets when we got the signal that Papillon had gone missing. At first, we thought she had just gotten lost, but soon it became clear that she had been captured. This organization was clever and sneaky, and they knew exactly how to stay unnoticed. We had to act quickly.
When we found out that Papillon was in danger, time was against us. We immediately started gathering information and found traces leading to an abandoned factory on the outskirts of the city. I knew we had to proceed with extreme caution, as the enemies were well prepared. Labrador and I headed there, but as soon as we got close, we were met with traps and guards. We had to figure out how to get inside without getting caught.
We decided to move quietly. I used my stealth skills and Dobie had a backup plan. We snuck past barricades and found Papillon in a cage. She gave us crucial information about the criminals planning even worse things if they got free. We knew we had to act fast.
Finding Papillon was tense, but our teamwork helped us neutralize the guards and free her. As we made our way out, we encountered the main villain. We couldn't overpower him, but we outsmarted him until backup arrived.
Back in the city, everyone was grateful. We had prevented a big threat, and Papa Leon thanked us. It was a reminder that in danger, staying calm and supporting each other is key.
Labrador and I will always have each other's backs, because in our city, friendship and support help us face any challenge.
Thanks everyone for watching. I know I dance really well, but we'll see you in the next mode.
Labrador, you dance so beautifully, it's true. Wait, I just remembered what the next mode will be, and I'm scared to go through it. Guys, please give me a like.
Hello, dear friends. It's me, Sheriff Labrador and Sheriff Dobie. Our parents sent us to Nanny Betty again, but they don't know that she's completely lost her mind. Betty, open the door. Oh no! We found ourselves in a creepy place once again, in the game Escape from Betty's Scary Nursery, Part 2, in Roblox. It seems like Betty has no intention of letting us go easily. Today, we have to find and fix 3 electrical levers to start the generator and escape this grim place. Hit the like button if you're ready for this challenge, and comment who you think Betty will catch first, me or Dobie.
Hi, friends. Today we'll have to work hard to get out of this abandoned kindergarten. According to the story, Betty locked everyone in because she thinks we stole her favorite toy, but in reality, she hid it herself and forgot. Now, she believes everyone is lying and trying to deceive her, so she set traps everywhere and stays close by, always trying to prevent us from escaping. We need to fix 3 levers to activate the main exit. The problem is that the wires are broken all over, and there are puddles of water throughout the kindergarten that conduct electricity.
Oh, these levers could be anywhere, in locked rooms, under broken stairs, or even in old vents. To fix them, we need to find wires and connect them, but it's not as easy as it sounds. Betty constantly roams the corridors, whispers her creepy songs, and tries to scare us. As soon as we start fixing the wires, she shows up, trying to disrupt our work and send us back to the cell.
And the most interesting part is that these levers can change places every time we reload the game. So we always need to be on guard and explore every corner of the kindergarten. Betty thought of everything. The traps are hidden behind old toys and shelves, and some doors only open after you fix the electricity. It's really scary here, especially when the lights turn on in dark rooms and you see the giant eyes of a doll watching you.
This kindergarten used to be an ordinary place, but after Betty took over, everything changed. She found old blueprints and wires and started fixing them in her own way. But instead of bringing back light and comfort, she created a true maze of fears. They say she got these blueprints from a strange man in an old suit who promised to return her favorite toy if she helped him with his dark plans.
On top of everything, there are traces of her past failed repair attempts. Broken robots, sparking wires, and toys that react to any movement. If you accidentally bump into something, you can trigger an alarm, and then Betty will definitely know where we are. And if she catches us, she'll send us right back to our cell, and we'll have to start all over again.
But guys, it's not all bad. There are useful things in the kindergarten too, like door codes, hints from former pupils that can appear on the walls as drawings or notes. And if you manage to do everything right, you can even open Betty's secret room and find what she guards so fiercely. Maybe that will help us finally escape.
Guys, keep your fingers crossed for us. Let's hope we can handle this madness and finally get out of Betty's kindergarten. Don't forget to hit the like button and comment what you think about this mode and which traps you find the hardest. We're off to find the levers and fix everything as quickly as possible. We're sure that with your support, we'll get through all of Betty's traps and prove that no scary kindergarten can frighten us. Onward to freedom.
Dobie, do you remember that strange call we got 2 weeks ago? Who would have thought that someone would call us to an abandoned kindergarten that had been empty and semi-ruined for years? When we drove up there, we immediately got an uneasy feeling. Everything seemed too quiet, and it felt like someone was watching us from the dark windows. And you know, the strangest thing was that there was a chain on the gate, but the wicket was slightly open, as if they were expecting us.
Yeah, Labrador. I remember it like it was yesterday. As soon as we got closer, I felt that eerie chill down my spine. Not a soul around, just the wind rustling old toys on the playground. And inside, in the building, everything looked like it was frozen in time. Half-rotten toys, children's drawings on the walls, and that dusty silence that always fills places long forgotten. But even stranger was the sound coming from inside. quiet, barely audible, like children's voices. We decided to go inside and check out what was happening, despite all the warnings. Who do you think left that call?
I've been wondering about that ever since, Dobie. Whoever that anonymous caller was, they clearly knew this place would pique our interest. We walked down the corridor, and with every step, the feeling that something was wrong only grew stronger. The walls were covered in strange marks that didn't look like children's drawings. And when we reached the main hall, we saw that old piano in the corner, and a strange doll sitting right on top of it. It looked too new, like someone had just placed it there. We started inspecting the room, and I found that old journal with the caretaker's notes. But the creepiest part was when you picked up the doll. It started playing a melody, and the doors slammed shut behind us.
Labrador, I'll remember that moment for a long time. As soon as the doll started playing the melody, chills ran down my fur. We tried to open the doors, but they seemed stuck to the frames. And from the corners, we started hearing those same children's whispers. We were trapped in that hall, and the sounds grew louder, turning into a real chorus. Then I noticed shadows starting to appear on the walls, like children standing around the perimeter of the room. I thought we'd fallen into some kind of trap, maybe spirits or something like that. But when we found that strange chest under the piano, I realized it might hold the key to everything happening.
Yeah, that chest looked completely out of place there. It was locked and had the same strange symbols as on the walls. It was as if it was all part of some old ritual or game that we were drawn into against our will. We tried to open it for a long time, but couldn't. Then I remembered an old legend told by local elders about something terrible happening in this kindergarten long ago. They spoke of a strange ceremony conducted here, and ever since, the place was cursed. Maybe that chest was what linked the kindergarten to those events.
And you immediately said it was the key to the mystery. We started looking for clues that could help us open the chest. And Labrador, remember how you found that old map under the floorboards? That was a true masterpiece of detective work. We realized that the map marked certain places in the kindergarten that would help us solve the mystery. We went through all those points, and each one revealed another piece of the puzzle. It was like a treasure hunt, but with a supernatural twist. In the end, we found the key, a small copper key hidden behind a painting in one of the corridors.
Opening the chest was an adventure in itself. But as soon as we opened it, everything in the kindergarten started to change. Those shadows on the walls began to fade. The doors swung open and the whispers stopped. Inside the chest was an old book with notes, possibly the diary of one of the caretakers. It described strange events that took place in the kindergarten long before it was closed. It turned out the caretakers were indeed performing some rituals, trying to protect the children from an unknown threat. But something went wrong. It seems like we lifted the curse, freeing the place from dark energy.
Yeah, it felt like we freed the kindergarten from something sinister that had been clinging to it all these years. After we closed the chest and put it back, everything began to return to normal. But you know, Labrador, I can't shake the feeling that someone deliberately left those clues for us and called us there so we could finish what had been started long ago. Maybe it was the spirit of one of the caretakers or one of the children who just wanted peace. But one thing I know for sure, we did the right thing, and now this place can truly be called free.
We finally found all the light generators and turned on the electricity in this creepy kindergarten of Betty. Now, we just need to connect the last 2 electric barrels to power the main doors and finally escape. But as soon as we started running away, Betty got electrocuted, and now she's become super strong Nanny Betty. She's chasing us down the corridors, and we have to navigate through a ton of obstacles to get out of here. Like the video if you're rooting for us, and leave your tips in the comments. We can't do it without you.
What a twist! We thought it was almost over, but Betty found another way to make things harder for us. After she got shocked, she became even stronger and faster. Now she's unstoppable, breaking down walls and jumping over obstacles like a superhero, but a very angry and scary one. And we've got no time to rest. We're racing through the corridors, jumping over scattered toys, and crawling under broken ladders, and Betty is getting closer and closer.
Exactly. As soon as the electricity came on, it seemed like everything was almost settled. But Betty doesn't give up that easily. She's catching up, throwing toys at us that she's using as weapons. And it seems like she's getting stronger with each encounter. These corridors are insane. Trap doors open underfoot, Floors rise and fall, and creepy dolls pop out of the walls trying to slow us down.
And here, guys, the main thing is don't stop. Run, Labrador, run, run, run. Run, Labrador.
Oh no! Betty caught us. It's very sad, friends. Now we'll have to live in her kindergarten, but we'll definitely escape from here. According to the legend, Betty was an ordinary nanny until she found this strange amulet. At first, it gave her powers, but over time, it started changing her. Now, after being electrocuted, she's completely out of control. It seems the amulet absorbed the electricity, making her even stronger and more dangerous. See you again.